Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world away. Now we haven't seen this one for some time as well, have we? Let's do the next 5 stages, stages 27 to 31 of the Fanhome release to build the Star Wars Millennium Falcon.
To make 0.5 past light speed, it may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts, kid.
You know, it's been so long since we've done this, I can't even remember where we got up to, but I have got all my parts down here to actually delve into, should I need them. I've got a clue what we're going to be doing. I haven't even looked at the magazines today as well. Now, I don't know. Well, this is becoming a common occurrence for me. I don't know if this is still available. I have put a link in the video description, and there's also a QR code on the screen, but let's find out what we're doing together. So without further ado, let's get cracking. So, stage 27, let's have a look here. This is the magazine, looking just like this. And we have some parts for a corridor by the look of it. I'm guessing that's what we're doing. And then we're going to be adding some more to the frame, so I need to bring the frame over as well. Okay, it also looks like we're going to be building the jig that we've got here, that we've been collecting these plastic parts for. So that's going to be fun. Looks like a lot to do today. So just for your own reference, this is the bottom frame of the Falcon, which is what we're building at the moment. We don't need this at this time, but I have got this out ready. But I do need stage 27, which I've got here. So once again, the first thing I'm going to do is on this jig, which we will be putting together by the look of it later on, we have got these little rubber pads which just go into these points here and here. Let's get these in first. Perfect. Put that to one side. So in stage 26, we had a bit of the port corridor, which looks like that. And this time we have got the base, as you can see here. So it's just going to be a case of taking the base, probably best on the top camera, putting that into position here. Whoops. Get that over the lugs there. And I'm going to be screwing that in with some of these self-tapping silver screws that I've got here. So I need 4 screws here. Let's get these all in nice and tight. Now I'm going to need my sprue cutters because we've got some parts on the sprue here that need to be cut off. Let's cut them off here. It's this bottom one I want first. And that's going to go on this longer edge, just like that there. So get some glue onto this, just to where this is going to hold. And put that one in position. Then I've got this shorter pad here. Turn it round. This is going to go into this position just there. So let's glue that in. And there we go. That's how that should look when it's finished. So I can put that to one side. This plate here we don't actually use in this stage. I think we're going to be putting all the plates in later on their own, so I'm going to keep that to one side, which means we're now going to be working on the frame. I want to bring over 2 parts of the frame that we had in previous stages because I'm after this brace here. So this is going to be held in by putting one of these clips just in this side here and securing it from this side with these long brass screws. So I'll get 2 in just to hold this bracket in on this arm, and then just do the same on the other side here. Excellent. So that now looks like this. Put that to one side. I'm going to be bringing over the frame now. So this is the frame. I've got it upside down. We're going to be extending onto this side here. So the first part that I need is frame piece BF30. Just looking for that. That must be this one. And that's going to be going into position just on the outside here, like that, held in with the black screws. Excellent. The next one up is going to be B31, which looks like this. This is going to be going next to it, onto this position here. And the last piece I need is BF32, looking like that. That's going to go into here. We're just holding that in with 1 screw at the moment. All that's left to do then is just on this edge, taking the rod that we've created here, going to be putting this into position here. It's going to be held in with 5 black screws. So now we've done that, we can put that to one side, and now I'm going to link up all of those plastic jigs together so we can actually put this on the jigs. So this is the last one's going in here. Honestly, that was like a jigsaw puzzle trying to figure out how that goes. But that means that now that's in place, I should be able to put this in kind of like that. There we go, it's nice and secure in there. Now they want me to put tape around the edges here to stick that in, but I don't think these are going anywhere, so I'm not going to do that. That's the end of that stage. Okay, in stage 28. Here's the magazine. And we are going to be, by the look of it, making some more cushions for the side of the corridor here. And we're going to be linking this all up. So by the end of it, pretty much all the corridors are going to be complete. So knowing what that's got in store for us, I'm going to be bringing up everything that we've got related to that internal section and the corridors that we've created. Put them to one side and bring over what we were working on in the last stage. And opening stage 28 here. Once again, I'm going to be putting some of these cushions I've got on the sprue into place. So cut this top one off first. This is the bigger one. Once again, this is going to be going into the position just here. And hold that for a second. Then I need the shorter one at the top. That's going to go in there half and half, as you can see. So just the tiniest amount of glue just into these points here and here. Make sure that holds in okay. Then I want pad 3, which is this one. That's going to be going on the other side just here. And then finally this smaller one here, which leaves an empty sprue. Just do a quick dry fit. Other way round is going to go into the top just there. So now that is looking like that. Now the next part we're going to do, we've done this before. I've got to cut off all the cushions on this and put them all the way around the inside. Now we've done this so many times, I'm going to click my fingers and have that done. And there you go. When they're all in, it should look like that. Bringing over what we've just been working on with the corridor section here. Just going to put some glue just on the tabs here and here, so that this can go into the points just here, like that, and then make sure it's straight. At the top that we've just made, with the hole in it, it's going to go through the hole in what we've just created there. So that means this needs to be the other way around. Lucky I checked that before it dried. Then put that over, make sure that goes in there. Perfect. So that is looking just like this. Excellent. Let's hold that into place. I've got this ring. That's going to go over the top. There we go. That's another corridor completed. So now we're in a position that we can push together all of this corridor. So the one we've got here is going to go into this point here. And as you can see, it's just a push in. On this part of the corridor here, we can now push in this corridor. So now that's in. Now this corridor is coming off of this side here. So that's how it's looking at the moment. And then finally, this corridor here is going to be coming off of this section just over here. Now, we're not gluing any of these in at the moment. This is just to give you an idea of how that's going to look. That's the end of that stage. So, in stage 29, here's the magazine. Move this over. We're going to be working on the frame again now. So, what we're going to be doing is opening these parts up, and we've actually got the center ring to put in now. So we get to put that center ring in just like this. That's all we're going to be doing in that stage. So here's the parts, stage 29. Just going to open these black screws up. But these screws we're keeping to one side. All of these silver screws are what we're going to use to attach the panels. But we're not doing that at this time, so just keep them safe. Okay, bring up the frame. And if you look here, we've got a notch on the frame just there. That's going to be matching the notch that I've got on this part just here. So when I put this on, it's going to go in just like that there. Over the lip, as you can see. So I've got plenty of screws at the go here. This is going to take a while, I'm guessing. But every piece that we've got, we need to screw to that ring. So if I just get one in for a second, just to hold that in. And I'm basically going to be putting screws in all the holes where we've got a bracket to attach this to. I'm going to get these in all the way around. You want to make sure when you tighten these up that you've pushed that little rib section into the center. That will enable this to go nice and flush to those panels. And this is the last screw just going in here. Excellent. And with that in place, that's all there is to do in that stage. We just need to save everything we got left for the next stage. So in stage 30, here's the magazine. And by the look of it, we've got some more panels. We've got another bit of jig here. And I'm just going to be adding some more frame to that and putting that on the jig. Now we do have this section, which is a panel, which we're just saving until later. So I can put that to one side. I've already done the jig, so I've already put the sponge on there, but I'm not going to need that just at this second, so that can go to one side. And this time we're working on this side of the frame. So I want to take out part BF35. And that's going to go into this point just here. Get that screwed in. Moving on up to BF34, which is going to go next to it. And then finally, this big piece of BF33 is just going to go into the end there. That's those parts of the frame in. Let me just put that on the floor, because once again, I need to join these two sections together here. So have them the right way around like that. Get that lined up. And once again, it's brass screws that I'm holding this in with. Okay, bring up the frame again. This time we're going to be putting this rib section onto the section we've just been building onto. We do need to make sure that this is going under the lip just there. So do that one more time, under the lip there. And again, these black screws to hold this into place. This time remember, once you've done those, we are going to need just one into the ring here. Now, I'm just going to put that on the floor for a second. Bring over the jig again, because this panel is just going to go into this point just here. 1, 2. And then I can bring over what we've just created. And that's how that's looking. That's all there is to do in that stage. So the last stage in this pack is stage 31. I'm guessing we're going to be working some more on that frame. We've got some more frame pieces in the last bit of the jig here. So I'm going to be adding the frame pieces that we get in this one, putting them all together, and adding the last section of the jig. So that's all there is to do in that pack. So let's do this. Once again, keep the paddle piece to one side. Put the rubber pads in the jig. Bring the frame back over, just finding the best position because we're going to be working on just this section here now. So once again, PF38 is just going to be going in here with some black screws. Now before I start on this, I'm just going to take this rib section out that I just put in the last stage, because I've just realised I actually put this in the wrong way round. It should be sitting on top, so it sits flush to the frame there. So I'm just going to take this out and switch that round. There you go. Easier to flip that round. You must have this flat side facing up. Got that wrong in the last stage. I'm sure you were all shouting at the screen then. So I'm going to be putting in part BF38 in here now. Then BF37 next to it. And then BF36 here. Excellent. Just put that on the floor, because once again, I am creating another rib section here. This time I am going to make sure I've got it the right way around. So it's going to go like that. So let me get this right. So the flat side here should be furthest away from where these are lying. That's how that's going to sit. Brass screws to hold that into place. There we go. I brought the frame up. That's done. Make sure that this end fits under the lip there again. And then once again, I've got 5 screws to put this into place. Okay, so that's now into place. This is how the frame is looking. Check that out. Okay, bringing up the jig. And we're now in a position to attach the last section here. Perfect. This can rest just on top there. That is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. So there certainly was a lot to do in that pack. Now the recording time of this is 1 hour 20 minutes. So I think it's important when I'm doing these longer builds that you know how long it's taken. But we've pretty much almost completed the frame. Even though we've assembled the corridor sections, we're not actually physically meant to glue them yet. So that's only just a test fit. But we are certainly advancing with this. Now, if you want to get this for yourself, once again, you will have to check the video description or the QR code on the screen to see if this is available. But I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.